Teachers, we want to say thank you to all of you for stepping up and following your passion during these scary and uncertain times.
I just want to say thank you. In the time of chaos and craziness when you're having to teach online and teach kids in the classroom, you're making adjustments. All the teachers in Central Florida, you guys are doing an amazing job caring for our kids as I would care for my own.
I'm so honored to say thank you to all the teachers in Central Florida who show up every day to care for our children and keep them safe just like we would. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you, teachers! You're incredible!
Thank you for tuning in to our annual Crystal Apple Awards here on YouTube. I'm Janet Wilson, Executive Director of the DeLand Area Chamber of Commerce and Orange City Alliance. Before we begin the program, I wanted to take a moment to thank a few special people. A very special thank you to our Executive Board and all our Board of Directors. Thank you to the Chamber team, our amazing West Volusia Education Committee, Brian Kells and the University High School TV production crew, and the beautiful Center at Deltona for hosting.
Good morning, West Volusia, and welcome to the Crystal Apple Awards. My name is Kelly O'Leary, and I am your Member Services Specialist with the DeLand Area Chamber of Commerce and Orange City Alliance. We would like to take this moment to thank our sponsors for their gracious support of this wonderful event. Our presenting sponsors are Advent Health, Family Health Source, Florida Credit Union, Joe Hearn Events, the Studio Creative Group. Our premier sponsors are Complete Parachute Solutions, Duke Energy, Eric Nomplegi, Edward Jones, Florida Healthcare Plans, Launch Credit Union, Quality Quick Print, Tinker Graphics, Woodland Towers. Our partner sponsors are Cobb Coal, Daytona State College, Endless Possibilities Life Coaching Services, Main Street Community Bank of Florida, Stetson University, the West Volusia Beacon. Again, thank you to these sponsors for their support of the Crystal Apple Awards.
When the world shut down, you had to get creative. We were here for you. Through it all, we've helped you continue to tell your story. Reach your audiences. Rebuild your brands. We've kept you entertained. We even won an Emmy. We're still here for you. We are the Studio Creative Group. How can we tell your story?
Good morning. Today is the day that I am so excited about. We want to welcome you to the DeLand Area Chamber of Commerce and Orange City Alliance Crystal Apple Awards 2021. It is a very exciting time. It is a very challenging time for all of our teachers. So we are grateful to the Chamber and to the community and our business support and all our sponsors for really just kicking in and making sure this event did not get canceled, that we reinvented the wheel and really created a special program so these teachers could continue to be recognized as we've done year after year. We're at the beautiful Center at Deltona, and at first I just would like to tell you a little bit about the Education Committee and what they do. Our Education Committee is phenomenal and dedicated. We have members that have been on there for 8, 10, 9, many, many years. We're grateful for all their hard work. We're grateful for what they do, along with our Crystal Apple Awards, where we present 4 teachers in West Volusia the nomination from their own school, the Crystal Apple Award, for their hard work and community service. We also have the Danny Gannon School of Excellence Award. Danny Gannon was a pillar in our community. Education was important and a priority to him. He was always supportive of educators, and when he passed on, we made sure to keep his legacy alive by naming it the Danny Gannon School of Excellence Award. So we thank him right now. We know he's looking down proud and smiling, and we're so excited to share today's program with you. Thank you for being here, and I think it's time that we can go live and head on stage at the center.
That are not close to me. First of all, I am just honored to be here amongst all of this talent and diversity and inclusion within the Volusia County school system. Every nominee that we read diligently, all of their applications and their submissions, everyone should get an award. I said, can we just get 29 Crystal Apples? And I was declined. But I did try, because honestly, every one of you give every day to the youth that's going to change our tomorrow. And without you, we have a rough tomorrow. So thank you for all that you do. We are grateful that we were able to put on this program today. It was one of those programs where it's like, do we cancel this event? Do we not because of the pandemic? So the committee works tirelessly to really strategically plan how we can just do this on a lower scale. Our executive director of the chamber, Janet Wilson, was just on board to make sure that she gave us the tools and resources that we needed to do this program live for you teachers and the principals. Every year, this program is a almost 200+ event. It's very celebrated. You all deserve to be celebrated in that magnitude. We are just at different challenging times. So I thank you for breaking away. Thank you for all that you do every day. And at this time, I would like to invite up our Advent Help to Land COO, Sam Aguero, who is also our Board of Director Treasurers. Sam?
Thank you, Joe. So before I give the invocation, I want to take a moment to remember the former Volusia County Superintendent, Tom Russell. He died of COVID in December of last year. And I didn't know Tom personally, but I can see that he really led a life, was really dedicated to teaching students, and just had a compassionate spirit. So I ask you that you join me for a moment of silence for Tom. Thank you. Now I'll ask that you join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we just want to thank you for letting us gather here to celebrate the amazing teachers in Volusia County. We want to thank you for the opportunity that you give these teachers to make a difference in their lives of the students in this sacred role that you have entrusted them with. Lord, we ask you for a special blessing for all of the teachers as they continue to teach through COVID. Give them strength when they're exhausted. Give them peace when they're stressed. And give them joy when they're going through hard times. Lord, we ask you that you continue to protect us and watch over us. We ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
All right, at this time, I'd like to recognize the individuals who really helped put this program together and made a difference and allowed us to bring everyone in this room today, work through the logistics like we just talked about, and work tirelessly all year to serve on this education committee. The first person I'd like to recognize is Mark Russell with Tinker Graphics. Mark, if you'd stand up. Mark is my co-chair and my right hand, and he has my back, and he catches me when I fall, and he is amazing and dedicated to this program. Marianne Blair, would you please stand up with Volusia County Schools? Mary Ann has been on the committee, I think, 8 years. So a long time dedicated to this program. She was really a big influence in helping us get it together, to do it live, connecting us with Volusia County schools, students, and technology to pull some of this off today. The next one is Dr. Linda Bradley with the STS Foundation. Linda has also been on the committee for many, many years. We also have in the house Dr. Primrose Cameron. Dr. Cameron has also been on the committee for many, many years. She is also the coach and author at Cameron Enterprises. Jessica Coldfield with Endless Possibilities Life Coaching. Jessica is a second-year newbie to the committee, and she's doing a fabulous job and has been really instrumental in helping us pull all this together. The next one is Nicole DeShano. Did I get it right? Yes! Nicole has also been on the committee for many, many years, and she works with Volusia County Schools. The other one is Eric Malpleghi. Eric, will you stand up for a minute? He's with Edward Jones, and another dedicated member of this education committee. And then Carol Sulio, with assistant principal at Volusia Pines. She insisted on sitting with her teacher, which I don't very much. And then the last one, who's a newbie again this year, is Miss Donna White with Quality Quick Print. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our game changer for West Volusia, is what I call her, but our Executive Director of DeLand Area Chamber of Commerce and Orange City Alliance, Ms. Janet Wilson.
Good afternoon. I would like to say congratulations to all the Crystal Apple Award nominees. The fact that you're here today means that you are all winners. So like Joe said, we wish we could give 29 of these awards because we are very, very proud of our educators. Not only as the DeLand Area Chamber of Commerce and Orange City Alliance Executive Director, but also as a mother of a West Volusia teacher. This is very near and dear to my heart, so congratulations to all of you. At this time, I would like to recognize again all of our sponsors who made today possible, who all of these businesses give their commitment and dedication to supporting this education program. I would also like to recognize our special events committee chairperson who has made today run smoothly, which is Miss Sarah Hancock. Sarah, if you will stand up. I would also like to thank our executive board for their continued programming of this event and allowing us to do this today. So I'll recognize those that are here with us today. I have Rob Doan, which is our 2021 board president. Rob, if you would stand up. Elizabeth Godwin with Duke Energy, who is our president-elect this year. Libby Molesky, who is our vice president with Complete Parachute Solutions. And Samuel Aguero with Advent Health, who is our treasurer. And also all of our directors on the board, which could not all be here today because of social distancing, but they all send their appreciation for each of you. I would also like to recognize our school board members that are here as well. And I would like to mention that Dr. Fritz could not be here today, but he does send his regrets, and I'm sure we'll be addressing you later. We have Dr. Carmen Balgobin from the Deputy Superintendent. Ms. Patty Ford, Assistant Superintendent Middle. Ruben Colon, Volusia County School Board. And Jamie Haynes, Volusia County School Board. Thank you all for being here today, and it's our pleasure to put this program on for you.
At this time, it is my great honor and privilege to bring up on stage our 2021 Chamber Board President, Mr. Rob Doan.
Morning, and just very briefly, I want to say thank you to the committee that puts this on. Thanks, of course, to all of you. At an organizational level, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the DeLand Chamber of Commerce and Orange City Alliance, it's really an honor for us to do this every year. It's something that we look forward to greatly. On a personal level, I'm so grateful to all of you and what you do as a kindergarten through law school, public school student, as a parent of a 4th grader at Freedom Elementary and an 8th grader at DeLand Middle School. I've always admired what you do, especially over the course of the last year. So thank you so much on behalf of our entire board, and thank you for everything.
Okay, so for those of you who might be new to this program and have not been around the whole time, I bring up my right hand and co-chair of this committee, Mr. Mark Russell, to talk a little bit about the Crystal Apple, how it began, and why we're here today.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for taking time out of your busy day to attend this special event. I would also like to congratulate all the nominees who have the honor of representing their schools here today. You are here because of your hard work and your dedication to your students, your schools, and your community, and we appreciate you very much. At this point, I'd like to give everyone a brief history of what our Crystal Apple program is and how we go about selecting our winners, or basically how the program works. Our Crystal Apple program builds off the National Crystal Apple program, and is designed to recognize both outstanding contributions to education and outstanding contributions to the local community. A lot of people can excel in one of these areas, but it takes very special people like you guys to excel in both. As far as how our program works, at the beginning of the year, we send an email out to all the principals in West Volusia, and we invite them to submit a nominee for this award ceremony. They have a set of questions that they have to answer, and those questions are as follows. How the nominee contributes to a positive school and parent environment, how the nominee gets involved with their community outside of school, how the nominee goes above and beyond their normal job duties to participate in other school and district events, and finally, how the nominee challenges negative attitudes and practices to ensure all students, including those who are traditionally underserved, are honored at their schools. Once we have these nominations, our committee reviews them and does a first round of scoring. After that, we normally throw a reception for you guys, but because of COVID this year, we had to do this through a very long Zoom call. After those meetings, each committee member revisits their scores. They make any changes that they want, and then they submit them through the website to Mary Ann and myself. And at that point, the top 4 point total nominees are the ones that they get the Crystal Apple Award. This year, we once again selected from 29 fantastic nominees, all of which, as you've heard, are deserving of a Crystal Apple. In fact, I wish everyone watching today had the opportunity to read through the nominations and find out all the great things you are doing at our schools and for our children. I know they would appreciate your efforts much more than they already do. With that in mind, our committee did once again go through the hard process of selecting 4 Crystal Apple winners who will be announced soon. Before we get to that point, I always like to close with a message to all the nominees. Regardless if you walk out of here today with a Crystal Apple, I hope you understand that the fact that your principal has selected you to be here today shows you how important you are to them, and more importantly, how important they feel you are to the success of your schools. So congratulations again, and good luck.
Okay, at this time, I would like to talk a little bit, as Janet mentioned, our sponsors and all the people who contributed. There's one individual who really just rallied the business community to support our school systems. Even reading some of the nominations, we heard so much involvement on a personal level in our community, which is something we look for. And it's wonderful, this program, because the business community embraces our teachers and appreciates them so much in 2020, especially when they didn't have you and they had their kids at home. So we thank you for that. And at this time, I would like to bring up Eric Nampletti with Edward Jones, and a very important member of our education committee, to talk a little bit about this very special man.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm going to do something a little unscripted. If everyone would go ahead and open up your lunches and start enjoying them, it's going to be a little loud when you do that, so let's take a minute for a pause so you can start eating.
Sounds very windy in here. All right, ruffling that going down, that's great.
So the Education Committee really leads two efforts. One, obviously, the Crystal Apple Award. The other is our School of Excellence Award. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about the gentleman that we named the School of Excellence after. Danny Gannon. So I moved my practice to DeLand in 2013. When I was in New Smyrna Beach, I was active with the Chamber of Commerce there and the Education Committee. And so I was thrilled that when I got here, I saw that the Education Committee was starting up at the time. And I remember the first school that I went to, there was an older gentleman there, and he greeted me very graciously. And you know how when people like shake your hand and they put their other hand over your hand? Very endearing. And that was Danny Gannon. Danny at the time was an important element of helping get the Education Committee started again. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about Danny. So Danny was born in 1933. He was what is now the DeLand Memorial Museum on Stone Street. That's where he was born. He graduated from high school in 1953, and 4 years later, he took over his father's shoe store in downtown DeLand in 1957. He served on the Florida Army National Guard for 18 years and attained the rank of Sergeant First Class. He was a volunteer firefighter for the DeLand Fire Department as well for 21 years. He was elected to the DeLand City Commission in 1976 at the age of 43 and served also on the Planning and Zoning Board. Danny was also elected to the West Volusia Hospital Authority and served as a member of that board for 16 years. He was a lifelong member of the DeLand Downtown Merchants Association and the DeLand Area Chamber of Commerce. Danny and his wife Jean were married for 57 years. We unfortunately lost Danny in 2016 after battling cancer for 3 years. Danny was a primary responsibility or primary reason that we resurrected the Chamber's Education Committee in 2013. Because of his passion, support, and dedication in education in West Volusia, the School of Excellence program was created and named in his honor. The Danny Gannon School of Excellence Award is given to the school quarterly, who is recognized for all that their school has accomplished successfully in that year. So, in his honor, I just wanted to make sure you knew why we came up with that name for the award. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Eric. And for those of you who do not want to eat now, everything is boxed to grab and go as well, but please enjoy while you're waiting because we're getting to the exciting moment now. So we are going to now recognize the Crystal Apple nominees. I have a few instructions, so I'm going to act like a teacher for just a minute. So this time, if I could invite our Executive Director, Janet Wilson, back up on stage, our President, Rob Doan, Dr. Cameron and Dr. Bradley, if I could just get you to the middle of the room here or in the middle of the stage. So when your name is called, we're going to ask that you enter on my stage right as you're looking at me, which is your stage left. And these young ladies will guide you. So just on this way and off this way. And it is my great pleasure to introduce a very dedicated member of our Education Committee, Nicole Duchesne.
Good afternoon. I want to congratulate all of our nominees here today. Our first nominee is Amanda Dysinger from Enterprise Elementary. Give her a round of applause. Michelle Miles from Timbercrest Elementary. Emily Magdy from McGinnis Elementary. Michael Neese from Sunrise Elementary. Janine Leday from Woodward Avenue Elementary. Shannon Hauser from Deltona High School. Kelly Bullware from Forest Lake Elementary. Tanya Griffin from Deltona Lakes Elementary. Judy Williamson from Pine Ridge High School. Allison Levi from St. Barnabas Episcopal School. Jessica Clayton from University High School. Susan Van Ingen from Manatee Cove Elementary. Diana Dean from Friendship Elementary. Dr. Sinette Benton from Blue Lake Elementary School was unable to be here with us, so congratulate her. Sharon Brown from Heritage Middle School. Ellie Pertosa from Spirit Elementary. Roxanne Goodling from Osteen Elementary. Tiffany Bacala from George Marks Elementary. Jordan Dowell from Deltona Middle School. Sharon Wade from Galaxy Middle School. Melissa Flesh from Freedom Elementary School. Melanie Roberts from Pry Elementary. Teresa Morrison, Orange City Elementary. Jim Lowenstein from DeLand High School. Lainey King from Edith I. Stark Elementary. Samantha Holzman from Citrus Grove Elementary. Janine Dilligard from Volusia Pines Elementary. Michelle Zerobi from St. Peter's Catholic School. And Kimberly Hines from Ivy Hahn Charter School of the Arts.
It is now the, first of all, can we give all of the nominees an amazing. Doing this event year after year, the noise level is so different, you know, so when we clap for these winners, let's make sure we're putting all of it into it, because we're used to 200 people clapping. But all these nominees, congratulations to you. In your bags that you were given at your table, there's all kinds of goodies, some special gift certificates, so be sure not to just toss them away, go through them. I think you'll find some things that you enjoy that our wonderful membership director went around to our businesses and collected to make it special for you all today, so thank you. At this time, it is that moment where we get to recognize the winners of the Crystal Apple Awards. So I would like Janet and Rob to please stay right where you're at. At this time, if I could get Mark, I've got you there, and we are going to invite back up Ms. Marianne Blair, who will be reading off the winners. And again, to all of you, you're all winners. And we appreciate you being here, and we thank you, and let's celebrate our winners.
Okay, so we had 29 applicants. And we have 4 winners and 4 beautiful crystal apples and swag bags full of so many different prizes and goodies. I think at least $100 from Target, some candy to share with either your students or yourself. So there's lots of things in those bags. And of course the bag to take with you wherever you go. So let's get started. Our first Crystal Apple winner for the DeLand Area Chamber of Commerce and Orange City Alliance has a heart for servant leadership that is demonstrated in activities in both their personal career, professional career and personal life. This winner is an active member of the Junior Service League in DeLand. Some of the community projects this winner supported including delivering donated uniforms for the school uniform drive, fill the pantry committee to deliver food to our local schools and community, and shopped for 75 students in need during the Dress for Success night. This Crystal Apple winner has been an educator for 19 years. Over the last 15 years, this winner has worked with the nonprofit organization Girls on the Run International with 2 teams this year supporting young ladies in grades 3 through 5, learning and growing together. As a site liaison at her school for Girls on the Run this winter has coordinated the efforts of recruiting, training, and assisting 6 coaches, 3 of which were new this year to the program. Let's welcome to the stage our first winner, Samantha Holtzman from Citrus Grove, Okay, our second Crystal Apple winner cultivates a positive climate on the school campus by building meaningful relationships and trust with the community. This winner has been in education for 11 years. As a passionate member of the school community, this Crystal Apple winner leads many night and weekend events for the students, parents, and community members. Some of these events include FSA night, literacy night, and math night. This winner is part of a book club that continuously donates books to students and replenishes book boxes in the community. These books get exchanged by children in the area, and her mission is to ensure that all students learn to love reading. Please welcome to the stage our second winner, Teresa Morrison from Orange City Elementary School. Is a high-energy, enthusiastic, and empowering educator. This winner has been in education for 15 years. On a daily basis, this winner assists in providing accommodations that students with disabilities need. From a quiet space to noise-canceling headphones, this winner ensures students are able to learn at their best and have the tools they need to be successful. This winner has been an active member of the Junior Service League and is currently serving on the board. Through the Junior Service League, this participant has participated, or this nominee has participated in projects such as providing warm jackets for students in need, throwing a Christmas party for the children of the Boys and Girls Club of Spring Hill, shopped for Christmas gifts for local students, and helped landscape the Grace House Pregnancy Center yard. Please welcome to the stage our third Crystal Apple winner, Allison Levi from St. Barnabas Episcopal. One more Crystal Apple to go. So this year, the whole committee always votes, and we put in a score. So all of your questions received a score based on a rubric. You're welcome. Very education related for our committee. But this year's scores were so close that it was almost a point between each of our teachers that were nominated. Just really, it's amazing to read and to see everything you're doing in the community. It's always a joy to find out what's really going on out there and what you're doing in your life. So our last and final Crystal Apple Award winner for the DeLand Area Chamber of Commerce and Orange City Alliance. Empower students to take control of their lives and be responsible for their decisions. This winner has been in education for the past 27 years. This winner for the Crystal Apple volunteers with the Kiwanis in planning and running the Junior Olympics track meet for elementary school students. This winner coordinates the student-produced television show that highlights positive things happening on campus. As a lead teacher for the Communications Academy, he pairs senior students with local businesses to help create digital content and social media posts to boost their marketing methods. Please welcome our final winner, Jim Lowenstein from
Good for him. Here's a TV teacher.
We'll take some pictures and Jim's going to wrap up. And we have a few different banners for photos if you'd like to take photos afterwards, but Joe's going to have some few final words to wrap up the event. So thank you so much.
Here we go. Alrighty, first, I just want to let's give the winners a big round of applause. Photographers, have we got our pictures that we needed? Yes, we do. So do we have those? Okay, winners, if you want to go down, the committee will hand you your bag once you get downstairs, okay? All right, Janet and Rob, you're welcome to stay up, or if you want to sit down, whatever's better for you. Okay, at this time, we'd like to bring up one more person to share a few special words and just gratitude for all that you do every day. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Carmen Dagobon, Deputy Superintendent. After one more picture, so we'll talk a little bit while we're doing that. So, while they're getting these winner pictures real quick, we would love to get a picture of all the nominees at the end. We know that social distancing is an issue, so we ask that if all of the principals could just step aside for a minute, and if all the nominees could come forward, stay separate. We have a photographer who's going to stand in the middle of the room and get everybody in front of the stage. So just come in front of the stage when everything's over. We'd love to get your picture. Make sure you get in the newspaper. You all deserve to win, and we want to make sure that you're recognized. And any of the nominees who want to take a picture with the school board members afterwards or with your principal, we did several backdrops this year, so you have the opportunity to take one on your way out. You can take one up here. There's a Crystal Apple one in the middle, so please feel free to stay as long as you'd like to get your photos in. Make sure you share them with your school because it's a lot to accomplish. And now it's my pleasure to bring up Dr. Carmen Dagobon.
All right, good afternoon. We gotta do better than that. Good afternoon. It is a beautiful day, guys. It's a beautiful facility, and it's decorated with beautiful people in here. Don't you agree? All right, so this is a couple things I want to share with you on behalf of our school board, and as you know, we have two of our school board members here with us today, Ms. Jamie Haynes and Mr. Ruben Clone. And on behalf of our leadership team, our entire leadership team, and I do have someone from our leadership team here today, Ms. Patty Poor, Assistant Superintendent for middle school, our middle school division. Here's what I want to say. Please join me in congratulating our 2021 Crystal Apple Award nominees and winners. Here's what we're going to do. I want them to stand, and it's a small room, but here's what we're going to do. With our applause, we're going to show them a whole lot of love. Okay? So please stand. To all of our nominees, please stand. That was good loving right there. Have your seat, please. So as you know, we're here to celebrate you. Right? We're here to celebrate you because you are the educators who are making a positive impact in the lives of your students, in your schools and your communities. You have stepped out of what is required of you, probably as professionals, to go above and beyond. And that's why you're here today. In one of the most challenging years, I would say, in educational history. Won't you agree? You have done it, guys. Thank you. You are what we call the difference makers. And a difference maker is someone who does just that. Steps up, beyond limits, does whatever it takes. Right? And you do whatever it takes because you believe in a cause, because you believe in our children. And with that attitude, what you've done is that you have created a lasting impact in the lives of your students. And I guarantee you that your children, your students, will remember you fondly long into their adulthood because you have created what is called that lasting impact. You. That's why you're here today. As you know, when we do the nominations for the Crystal Award, there are several criteria that are looked at. And a couple of them I'm going to enumerate for you because they're very important. And that's why you're here today. You have shown a positive contribution to your school. But not just your school, also working with parents and with your community. That holistic approach that we all talk about, right? It's about looking at the child as a whole. And you've got that. That's why you have been recognized for making that very concerted, holistic effort that you have shown. And to challenge all barriers that we've been presented with this year. So many were known and so many were unknown. But you've challenged them all. And you created opportunities for your students so that they can be successful. You've created opportunities for your school so that your school can be successful. And you've created opportunities so that your community can be highlighted. Don't forget why you're here. You are the difference makers. You bring what we call relevance and excitement, right, to the business of education. That's what you do. So once again, on behalf of our board, our entire school board, and our leadership team, we want to say that we're so extremely proud of every single one of you. Thank you. Now to our principals. I know that you also are very excited to be here today. Why? Because you're excited to shine the light onto your superstars that are here. Thank you for recognizing your superstars. And thank you for being here at this exceptional event. As a school district, we want you to know that we also appreciate our business partners. Without you, we couldn't have done this. And our community members who are here and who are not here. Thank you for highlighting the outstanding work of our educators. We all know that it takes a village, right? Yes? And this is a prime example of that village, all here at work in a very concerted way. So, once again, to our 2021 Apple nominees, winners. Just because you were nominated, you're a winner, you know that. Congratulations. Thank you for your dedication, your commitment. And here's what I challenge you to do. Keep striving. Keep striving for excellence. Keep striving for becoming that continued educator who will make a difference day after day in the lives of your students. That is why we signed up for this business, because we have a strong passion, we have a commitment, and we have a vision for the future and for our kids. So once again, thank you very much, everybody. And for those of you who didn't eat your lunch, I looked at it, I took a quick peek, it's pretty good. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Thank you once again.
What beautiful words from Dr. Carmen. Let's give her a big hand. Well, the one thing about not inviting the general public is we actually finish on time. So the principals who have been here before, this always goes to 1:30, 1:45, and never ever ends because we just never want to stop celebrating educators. This year we're going to be down on time. So just a couple special things. I just want to, each year I try to recognize a team member who's helped me out through the whole process. Last year it was Mark. This year I just want to recognize two ladies who are just dedicated to this program for many, many years and worked tirelessly. They also happen to work for Volusia County Schools, so they keep us in check because, we don't know the rules, like they know the rules of the school system, so we just operate like a business. So I just want to recognize Nicole Deschenay and Marianne Blair for all your hard work. One more time, and we can have some applause. They honestly are cheerleaders. They believe in this program. They give Janet and I direction on the best way to approach to do this live event today, to be able to keep it live and still stay within the regulations. So let's just give them a round of applause for all of their. And we could not do any of this without having students. So let's give another round of applause to Mr. Brian Kells and our wonderful students back there. As I mentioned before, I would like to have the four winners come back up on stage if we could, please. So I know some of you might be far away if you want to start making your way. And if we could just get just the nominees all in front of the stage, and Janet and Rob, if I could invite you back up on stage. Let's just get one photo for the Beacon so we can get it in the News Journal and in the papers and get it out in our community. All these individuals deserve to be celebrated. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all you do every day. Continue making a difference, and we appreciate you very much.
What an exciting afternoon for all of these nominees, and especially our four Crystal Apple Award winners of 2021. We want to thank everyone who is tuning in right now. We want to thank everyone who was able to break away, sit socially distanced, and be a part of today's event. Our educators give so much to our community every single day, and it is so important that we elevate them and let them know how important and the difference that they are making. We want to give a special thanks to our businesses in our community and the DeLand Area Chamber of Commerce and Orange City Alliance for all that they do to continue this kind of programming that truly impacts our community and makes a big difference for our future. Please continue to support them. Thank you for the sponsors at this particular event who gave so much to allow us to be able to put on this production. And we just want to say thank you to all of our teachers again for participating. Congratulations to all of our winners, and we thank you for being here, and please stay tuned for more programming.
Florida Credit Union understands. You're on the go and on the move, and on top of everything, you're on your phone. So while you're checking your bank balance and making a payment transfer, you can take care of business and text the group chat without ever getting off track. And thanks to FCU's free banking app with mobile deposit, simply snap a photo of your check, submit, and kick back. It's money in the bank without ever stepping into one. Florida Credit Union, member owned, community proud. Join the team at flcu.org.
Hey guys, when you take that camera off your back, disconnect the cord. Disconnect the cord. Disconnect, yeah, disconnect the cord, and then you know how you just twist it left. And then once it's disconnected, you take the you guys got food? You didn't get food? They give everyone food. Here, you can have mine. Don't worry about it. I'll get it.
Mr. Coates. Mr. Coates, one more
You guys, if you want, you can find an area to sit down for lunch. Then we can clean up. Yeah, I grabbed the trunk.